everyone, and welcome back to Waterhouse Forde, and also to the first video of 2020. Hope that you've all had a great Christmas and a lovely time off. It's getting to that time of year where most people are going back to work now, and so we thought we'd get back into it and move on with the Ferguson engine. So today we're basically just going to continue stripping the block. There's a few more bits that need to come off. So we're going to get those off, basically getting the block ready for a thorough clean. Oscar's going to do some scraping, and he's enjoying scraping the gaskets off, the old gaskets, and also a few places where there's still some dirt which has been over-painted when the tractor was base coated. So hope that you enjoyed. Follow along. We won't be doing a whole bunch of talking. We're just going to crack on and get this block stripped. So we can move on to other parts of the project. You looking forward to it, Oscar?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you looking forward to most?
Scraping.
Scraping. Oscar has a passion for scraping at the moment, so we'll embrace that and put it to good use. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. This is Little O scrape, and this is Big O scrape. Bigelow scrape.
Okay, so this is the oil filter housing. Now what we can see in here, we've got quite a bit of build up here, just in there. Not quite sure what that is. It feels like mud, which is a bit weird. So this is the oil filler cap. It's a little bit worse for wear. It was luckily it was covered when the tractor was painted. Oscar's just removed the tape, but basically that's your oil filler cap, which basically twists over and hooks on the side, so you never lose it, which is pretty handy. So we'll put that back. But anyway, that's pretty neat, and that's an original part, so we'll obviously preserve that. Okay, now at the back of the camshaft we've got this Welsh plug which needs to be popped out. So we're just going to try and puncture this with a punch. It's a bit awkward with the engine stand here. And it's out. There you go. I'm sure there must be an easier way of doing that, but that's the only way I know. So there we can see that's basically the back end of the camshaft that Welsh plug covers. Right, this is a little bit difficult to film, but basically the last job we need to do before we can pull the camshaft out is we need to push all of the camshaft followers back through the engine. So if I show you, I'll try to show you without getting my hand in the way. Sitting down below that lobe, the camshaft lobe there's a cap. You can see that cap. If you just push down on that, it will run through, basically fall through the engine. And you've of course got 2 per piston.
And that one's installed.
2 per cylinder.
This one fell in the sawdust.
Okay, just give it a while. Sawdust won't hurt it. It might require a little bit of encouragement. Alright, that should be all of them.
Yep, they're all in oil. They're in heaven, Dad.
Yeah. Okay, and now, hopefully, we should now be able to draw the camshaft through carefully. Now it will get caught along the way, and you just have to support it. There we go. There we go. Now the interesting thing about the camshaft is it has these oil, they're like channels basically, machined into each of the bearing faces. You can see them on here, and basically as the camshaft turns, it pulls oil through. Each and every one of them has it all the way through. And we'll get that cleaned up, we'll have a look at that camshaft and just make sure all the cams are okay. But from what I've seen so far, it looks absolutely fine.
Just for the starter cleaning.
So just very quickly, from what I can see on these cam lobes, they're all good. There's a normal amount of wear, but it's, you know, it's pretty much what you would expect, and none of it is concerning. Each of them comes to a nice pivot, and there's no burrs or anything, no horrible scratches. The bearing faces all look good, and that gear for the distributor looks good as well. We'll get that. So these 3 bolts that I've just taken out, and in fact that one as well, this is basically an oil channel that runs through here. It's capped off on either end. And then I'm not really sure why they have these, but I imagine what they needed to do was to drill through the block at some point and like to create a channel to go up to the camshaft. And the only way they could do that was to blank that off, was basically to put a bolt in there to blank off the drilling that they put through there, and it's probably similar through here as well. But that's all that is a channel for the oil to run across the engine. Right, well that concludes the stripping of the engine block. The only thing that still needs to come out is the sleeves themselves. But we can't do that because we're still busy making the sleeve puller. We're going to do a separate video on the sleeve puller, and we'll obviously walk you through that as we go. Oscar and I are hopefully going to be starting to work on that this afternoon. But anyway, look, that's it for now. The next big job is going to be stripping the head, which will probably be the next video. And then obviously we've started cleaning. Oscar's been diligently cleaning all of the nuts and bolts that we've removed in groups, so that we know where everything will have an idea of where everything goes when we come to put it all back together again. Yeah, so a lot of cleaning, a few more bits to strip, and then hopefully soon we'll move on to the reassembly, which will be obviously very interesting and hopefully be a bit of fun. But for now, we've got a fair amount of work to do in terms of cleaning. So we're going to carry on with that. We thank you for joining us on this video. We hope that there was something interesting in there for you. And more importantly, we thank you for following along and sticking with and following our progress. Once again, we thank our sponsor, Anglo Agriparts, for their continued support. And we ask that you will continue to support them as they support the channel. Right, that's it from us. Oscar, you want to say goodbye?
Yeah, bye.
Okay. Alright, cheers everyone. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.